Hey guys, what's up? I am back with a brand new video and it's time to do a speed test comparison between the Poco M3 Pro 5G versus the Redmi Note 10 5G. And guys, and both phones is powered by MediaTek Dimensity 700 processor, which is based on 7nm architecture, and also we have 4GB of RAM on both these two devices. On the back we have a triple cameras on both phones. We have 48 megapixel main camera, and guys, and the only difference between these two devices is the design. We get a more glossy finish on the Poco M3 Pro, while on the Redmi Note 10 5G we get a matte finish. And guys, I am really excited to see that how is the Poco M3 Pro 5G is stacked up against the Redmi Note 10 5G, despite having the same processor as well as same RAM size. So without any wasting time, let's get right into it. And guys, like always, now let's see the boot up test. Here we go. And guys, and the logo is here, little bit more faster on the Redmi Note 10 5G. And guys, and both phones is running on Android 11. We have MIUI version 12 on this phone. And guys, and both phones also support 5G as well. And the Poco M3 Pro is a little bit more cheaper, and you can see, and guys, and both phones is perform exactly the same, and you can see no difference in the booting up speed. And guys, and both phones has a very similar display. We have a full HD IPS LCD display with a 90Hz refresh rate on both these two devices, and also we get a center punch hole on both phones, which is also exactly the same on both phones, and you can see. So guys, everything is closed up in the background, no app is running in the background. Now let's see the phone dialer, some system based application, exactly the same on both phones. So next on the list is the settings, little bit more faster on the Note 10 5G. So now let's go display, and you can see we have 90Hz refresh rate on both phones. Now let's check out some more application. Now let's see Amazon shopping, and also we have same Wi-Fi network on both phones, more faster on the Redmi Note 10 5G. Now let's see the scrolling, again exactly the same because we have 90Hz refresh rate. So now let's see some games application. Now let's start off with the Candy Crush Saga. Like always, again we have a Dimensity 700 chipset, exactly the same on both phones, and you can see no difference there. Now let's play on both phones, again exactly the same. Instagram, again exactly the same. Let's see pin out, again exactly the same. Let's see Spotify, again exactly the same. Let's see Subway Surfer, and little bit more faster on the Redmi Note 10 5G. Let's see at the end, and you can see little bit more faster on the M3 Pro, but really small difference there. Let's see Temper and 2, last game application we have in the speed test, and that is, and you can see very similar on both phones, and that's the main point, a little bit more faster on the Redmi Note 10 5G. Zedge, and guys, again very close on both phones. Now let's see the scrolling, again exactly the same, 90Hz refresh rate. So last time launching the cameras on both phones, default camera app, and guys, in the cameras it is also exactly the same on both phones, faster on the Redmi Note 10 5G as compared to the M3 Pro 5G Poco. Okay guys, now let's see internet browsing speed. So I am using default Google Chrome on both phones. Now let's see wikipedia.org. Let's see that who is going to be the fastest one. Again we have same Wi-Fi network on both phones, faster on the M3 Pro. Now let's open this, exactly the same again, very similar on both phones. So guys, now let's see RAM management on both phones. Both phones has 4GB of RAM. Phone dialer, that is not refresh. Let's see settings, no refresh. Amazon shopping, that got refresh on both phones. Let's see Candy Crush Saga, refresh. Instagram, refresh I think. Let's see pin out, refresh. Let's see Spotify, seems like refresh. Let's see Subway Surfer, refresh, yes 100%. Let's see Temper and 2, refresh. Zedge, that is seems like refresh on the M3 Pro 5G, but it is a in-app refresh. So last we are back to the internet browser, that is not refresh on both phones. And guys, overall I have to say regarding the app's opening speed, as you can see that Encash and both phones is perform exactly the same in system-based application as well as in game monitoring time, which is obvious because we have a Dimensity 700 chipset on both phones. In terms of the RAM management, and both phones is perform really bad in the RAM management. No difference between these two devices. So that's about it, and thank you so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Poco M3 Pro 5G versus the Redmi Note 10 5G. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.